Hey guys, you're watching Max's View, and once again, thanks to our latest sponsor, REPTILE, this channel is expanding. Those of you who know me know I've loved and supported this product for a long time. You will see it in a ton of my animals, whether they're needing humidity or whether they're a dry animal. You can keep this product dry as well. It's an amazing substrate, it doesn't mold, it holds humidity. It's just something that is better, and it's something that your animals deserve. Not only have I been bringing it back to my hometown so I can make it readily available for our reptile keepers here, but I want to make it more available for you guys too. If you go to reptichip.com and use the code MAXESCHIP, you will get 10% off your order. It will help me out, help them out, help you out, but most importantly, help your animals out. So you guys saw this room in the last video, but I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a tour of this room and other reptile rooms I have in my house. So there were a couple reasons why I moved this place residential. Of course, I wanted more room and I wanted to be closer to the animals, but it gave me the flexibility to work with them at other hours where I would otherwise have to drive home and then not be able to spend time with them. At this point, I can come home, I can have dinner, and I can work with the animals, and I've got plenty of space, I've got plenty of land on this property, and it gives me a lot of opportunity to expand a lot of things. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start this tour. So a lot of this will be pretty familiar to you guys. You guys will have recognized animals such as my black pewter there. That one is Felicia. She's actually gravid right now, so I'm not going to pick her up. If you guys want to check out all the snakes in this rack, you can of course check out my old video where I go through a little bit more of them. But I'm going to show you kind of some of the newer ones. So let me pop them out. Alright, so of course I'm starting with ball pythons because that is what I have the majority of. But I have a spider who's actually in shed right now, and a Yellowbelly firefly. And these two were actually paired up this season, and they made a couple different babies for me. I got 4 out of the clutch. For her being a first timer, that's not bad. But a couple snakes I have here. We'll start with this one here. This one is, of course, a pastel. And it's a really nice expression. I almost thought it was a Yellowbelly pastel, but it's a really nice snake just for being a pastel, so definitely A+. Moving on, we have a Yellowbelly spider. This is a real nice snake. You guys definitely saw these in my hatchling video, but I'm just going to go through them real quick again. We've got the Yellowbelly firefly, just like Daddy, little 3-gene animal. And then this one has already been spoken for. Somebody saw it and thought it was super bright, super nice, but this is a pastel Yellowbelly. Really nice snakes, and really good pairing out of these two. So from my first reptile show, I've always loved Pinstripe. It's always been one of my favorite genes just to work with, and it's one I've fallen in love with quite a bit. So I really wanted to get banana pinstripes because bananas are always really nice. There's my banana calico right there. But I paired him with both of these girls this season because I wanted to make sure I got banana pinstripes, and I certainly did. Look at these guys right here. I got all sorts of bananas, banana pins, and just amazing looking snakes. Just a very rewarding pair of clutches out of these two females I have. This is a banana calico, and of course I had them paired with just a banana, but next year I'm going to go for that little 3-gene combo because banana pinstripes are just so rewarding. I've gotten 4 this year, and I think that's just a pretty successful endeavor with the pinstripe project. So here's Trigger. She's my Yellowbelly who gave me 6 amazing eggs this year, and she was paired with the Yellowbelly Enchi. As far as ivories go, I was really hoping for either an ivory or an Enchi ivory. I didn't end up with one, but I did end up with a lot of Yellowbelly Enchis, which is what she was paired with. And although I don't have the dad anymore, he went on and found a different home because I was pretty sure I was going to get an Enchi ivory. And I have a lot of stuff in the Yellowbelly project. So even though I won't get an Enchi ivory, I still have some pretty cool projects that will be coming along from her. But these are some amazing snakes. Most of them are Enchi. I do have a couple just Yellowbelly. And it was just a really nice clutch. I was disappointed about the ivory, but this is still an amazing clutch, and I'm really happy to have 6 new ball pythons in my collection until I share them with someone else's collection or 6 other people's collection. Now, of course, I do have to show off the snakes I've gotten from John Griffiths, and that's going to be this queen spin here, who will actually hopefully be proven out. But he's got some babies. He's got 4 eggs that he has now sired, and he has 4 eggs that he has now sired, and he will hopefully pop out some awesome combinations. Blue-eyed Lucy's are of course the hope. But then right here we have Nimbus. Remember, I do name all of my snakes. That one is Lieutenant Dan. But this one here is Nimbus. He is my pinstripe albino. And he will be paired with a female coming up as soon as he is 500 grams. Some people can breed at 450. I just like consistency, so I like to start at 500. He's a really nice snake, and of course, everyone I show him to always has to comment on the red eyes. So I've doubled up on my pieds. Not only do I have Keith, but I also have this pied here, and her name is Sarah Lee, after the pie brand, because I like stupid jokes. I'm very particular about my recessive projects, but albino and pied are of course the good go-tos, but of course there's tons of new snakes to be had. So in this rack here we have my Candino. She's a gorgeous snake. A great way to tell Candinos from albinos apart is going to be right here, where it would otherwise be white. You're looking at a lot of purple. So it's a really nice expression of a snake. And I'm looking at some combinations that are typically used with albino, and I'm going to throw a Candino to it. I'm just really looking to see kind of what comes of that. So I'm really excited about that. Her male I'm actually not telling anyone about. Moving on down the rack. We've got a blue-eyed Lucy. This is Michelle, my Belle. That's a Beatles reference for those of you who enjoy it. She's an amazing snake. She's colorful, and has a colorful personality. So I'm going to move her over to this light so you can see a little more. You see a little bit of dirty carpet there. But this is a Super Mojave. As far as blue-eyed Lucy's go, you can tell Super Mojaves from Super Lessers really easily, because Mojave is one of the darker ones. It will, oh, come here, girl. It will have more of that yellow to her across her back. Let's meet her future boyfriend. This is a Pastel Mystic. This is a really nice combination of genes. Of course, I'm going to get Mystic Potions out of that combo and Pastel Mystic Potions, but just him alone, I really like the coloring on him. He's got really nice blank spaces in certain areas, and just makes for an interesting pattern, a little washed out there and there, but still an amazing looking snake, and one I'm really happy to have in my collection. So here's a girl who's about to get an upgraded enclosure because she's constantly tearing this up. But this is a Baird Rat Snake. Baird Rat Snakes are kind of similar to corn snakes in the fact that when you handle them, they really will handle you back. They will grab onto you, they'll wrap you up. They really do enjoy hanging onto you, handcuffing you. They are orange, purple, and the juveniles start out with a pattern. But the female looks like this and is just an absolutely crazy, gorgeous looking snake. And again, one I'm really happy to have in my collection and to have around. Here's her future boyfriend. He's got a little more pattern to him. He's got a little more purple to him. But look at that belly. It's an amazing looking belly. Y'all know, as long as I've been into snakes, I've been extremely involved in hognose. This is a very special hognose. It's an anaconda het albino, but where I got it from was the auction in support of Domino, who, if you are from Texas and go to shows frequently, you know that she passed away in a car wreck. This was formerly her snake and is actually named after her. Anaconda makes a nice little cool domino looking pattern, and I thought it was a really appropriate name, and once again, an amazing snake. And over here I have another rack that's full of empty tubs. Of course I have my vermiculite, but up top I do actually have a couple things in here. And here you will see that I do have little screws to make sure that every single time I keep these closed, just because they are bugs and I don't want them escaping. Alright, and it's out and you can see it, that there is a centipede. But it's something I won't touch with my hands. Oh my god. So now this is moving around. You can see that this is a centipede. Really cool little insect. Freaky. I just got all these bugs and I think they're a little fat. So I've been watching their diet, kind of monitoring them. Now, as far as exact species on these other two, I'm not exactly sure what they are. I heard that this one was a Madagascar scorpion. And I heard that the general rule with scorpions is small pincers mean bad stinger. Big pincers means not so bad stinger. Now, according to this little label here, this one is a Cape burrowing scorpion. So he's got some mean pincers, but he might have a mean stinger too. But I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm not a scorpion expert, but I do really enjoy them. They make great display animals, great to learn about, and just kind of a variance in species in what people typically keep.